South Africa is on a mission to root out doping in the sport. The first edition of the SA Swimming Grand Prix over the weekend saw the country's top swimmers subjected to rigorous drug testing. Now, this exclusive report by Ronald Masinda explains why there were mixed reactions to the campaign.
He's the golden boy of South African sport and a young man adored by millions of youngsters. Olympic, World and Commonwealth Games champion Chad le Clos is also among a star-studded lineup at the first SA Swimming Grand Prix. But what comes as a surprise to this global icon and his family is the persistent drug testing at the event.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's been tested twice in 20 minutes. I mean, that's ridiculous. He won the one race, he got tested, and then he swims the other race, and now he's going to get tested again. I mean, some kind of system should be put in, that it's once every hour at least. It's in 20 minutes, he's going to get tested twice. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. But it is what it is, and we're all for the drug-free sport, but I mean, it should be some kind of limit on how many times in one sort of session.
The South African Swimming Grand Prix is used as a springboard to nurture young swimming talent. In a bid to keep the sport clean, drug testing is conducted regularly at this event. Chad le Clos finds this procedure very unusual. The 22-year-old, like many top swimmers around the world, is not used to being tested so often in quick succession. We meet him at Stellenbosch University ahead of the morning session, where he is to compete in the men's 100-meter freestyle and 50-meter butterfly events. Le Clos is still to swim in the final the same evening, which could mean more rigorous tests for him.
At any national event, the doping control people are welcome to attend. We advise them of our events, and on the day they will arrive, they will randomly select winners, and they may test them twice or three times in an event. And these tests are then kept and will be analysed for later analysis.
Is this a norm though, 2 or 3 tests?
It's a norm. When they do arrive, they don't arrive at every meet, but when they do, then they will test, and they can test 2 or 3 times. It's a norm. It's the normal practice.
The anti-doping agency won't give us permission to film the drug testing procedure. But the tests, according to Olympic swimmer Kyron Prinsloo, is not as bad as it's made out to be.
I think drug testing, without them, I think everyone would just dope. So I'm really happy. They really test us a lot to make sure that we drug free.
The South African Institute for Drug-Free Sport has confirmed to ENCA that most elite swimmers are not used to having their blood drawn during a competition. Swimming SA is using the 2-stage Swimming Grand Prix not only to ensure that their athletes are drug-free, but also to attract more interest from young swimmers. Are they on the right track?
I think yes and no to that question. You know, it's obviously great that we have the numbers coming out to support and coming to be inspired and hopefully keep going in the sport. But you know, I think our problem comes where they turn 16, 17, 18, in their later years in high school, where the parties become more important than the swimming.
Doping is not rife in South African swimming, and Swimming SA, together with the country's anti-doping agency, are planning to keep it that way. But for the nation's top swimmers who don't enjoy the prick of a needle or giving a urine sample, it still doesn't sit well with them. Ronald Masinda, Stellenbosch.